already, and then only at the end realized I didn't record it. I thought I made the setting so that it will permanently record. So colleagues, welcome remotely because I decided to record our interaction, if you can call it that, because of the load shedding schedules being so hectic and the connectivity being an issue. So this is about how I can use artificial intelligence as well as ICT in my classroom. So we're going to start with artificial intelligence. So normally broadly referred to as AI, and you can also, maybe you've heard about ChatGPT. So it's available in your app store. Whichever browser you are using, you can now access that and then just download the free app. Please do not use the ones that are charging money. So even for curriculum management, it's very important to use as a means of creating documents. It can also create tools for monitoring agendas, official circulars. It learns also from your pattern, and we'll just unpack that a little bit before the demonstration. So remember, in our creative arts, we deal with the combination of pathways, which is dance and drama, or music and dance, or whatever the pathway is that you have chosen. So obviously in dance, you can now do motion capture and analysis. So AI can now analyze dance movements and feedback on posture, balance, and fluidity. When you enable your camera, then it can also generate sequences if it scans the dance movements that are there. And it can now also be part of the dance presentation. So you can allow it to do choreography and add pyrotechnics and lighting patterns that will also enhance the performance. In drama, obviously, it can generate characters, it can do script writing, and you would have recognized that Hollywood actors and the writers were on strike because the soapy creators, they used AI to generate the text, and then the writers were fired. So you can just always note that there's an ethical concern with regard to the use of AI. With music, obviously, when your skill is that you want the learners to demonstrate that they can compose music, surely you can't now let them use AI. So will you know when you send it home, you send the task home, how did the learner get to compose this song? So it's very important to make sure what is the skill that you want to have the learners demonstrate through this performance. So, and this activity. So if your activity in drama is to create a play, so the skill is that you want to see if the learner can create a play. You need to be aware that they can, in 5 seconds, create a play. And I will show you that it is possible. So always be aware of these things. And obviously, the skill for play creating, then if AI did that, then it means the only skill the learner demonstrated was the ingenuity of using ICT. Then the performance part should weigh more heavily. But then the topic for playmaking has not been realized. So always make sure that when you're in visual arts, because you will see, I will demonstrate how it created posters, that you use it in terms of maybe animation and collaborating a digital portfolio. Educate learners on the ethical considerations and make sure that the activity mostly happens in class under your supervision. So you can always tell yourself, I'm going to one day learn how to do these things, or you can start teaching yourself this today, because it is a button by button experience. Nobody taught me. I asked the computer most of the things, and I click on buttons and icons, and I find out through using. So when it comes to ICT, I'm just going to stop there because we are going to just demonstrate. I'm going to stop my screen sharing and go to my browser. So my internet browser that I'm using is Edge, Microsoft Edge. And then Bing is you will see here, it is the search engine. Now, just above your search whenever the browser is there, you'll see there is Copilot. So when you click Copilot, then you can see there's a designer, vacation planner, fitness trainer, whatever you want. These are the topics that I've already explored. So here I've asked them, and now what's important is I made use of the microphone. So I asked them to create, let me just recap, then you can see, please create a poem about social issues in South Africa that teenagers are faced with in our communities as part of Drama Creative Arts Term 1 formal assessment task of playmaking. So this is in the ATP, and then here is the play that was created. So I'm just going to, for your benefit, I'm going to do it again so that you can see it, because it is amazing. So you access your microphone there. Please create a poem about social issues in South Africa that teenagers are faced with in our communities as part of Drama Creative Arts Term 1 formal assessment task of playmaking for grade 8 learners. So depending on your internet speed, it will start to respond. So let me just move down my cursor.
Certainly. Here's a poem that reflects on the social issues faced by South African teenagers, drawing inspiration from their communities. Echoes of our streets. In the heart of our townships, where dust dances with despair. Where the sun kisses corrugated roofs and dreams cling to thin air. There, amidst the vibrant chaos, our teenagers tread. Their footsteps etching stories of resilience, hope, and dread. 1. Education disruptions ****. The classroom doors swing open, then shut. As echoes of lost lessons reverberate. School closures, online struggles, fractured trust. Yet they persist, hungry minds seeking fate. 2. Unemployment and economic challenges ****. The streets whisper tales of jobless youth. Their dreams deferred, futures blurred. In the shadow of inequality's bitter truth. They weave resilience from threads unheard. 3. Mental health struggles ****. Behind brave smiles, anxiety blooms. Depression's silent storm rages within. Seeking solace in memes, emojis, and Zoom. They navigate life's labyrinth, hearts akin. 4. Social connections and relationships ****. In crowded alleys, friendships bloom. Yet digital screens replace face-to-face. Loneliness seeps through the cracks of gloom. As they yearn for touch, for love's embrace. 5. Health and well-being concerns ****. HIV whispers secrets, stigmatized and feared. Condom wrappers hide in shadows, unseen. Teenagers grapple with choices, courage steered. Their bodies battlegrounds, resilience keen. Chorus. We are the echoes, the graffiti on township walls. The rhythm of struggle, the dance of resilience. Our voices, a chorus of hope, rising above it all. South Africa's youth, we paint life's canvas, our brilliance. Asterisk note, inspired by the challenges faced by South African teenagers, this poem weaves their stories into a tapestry of resilience and hope. Let it echo through the corridors of creativity, where drama and art collide ****.
So you can obviously see how this can be used. So you can now continue. I'll just scroll up. So from there, I asked them to use it now to create a lesson or an assignment based on that. So then the co-pilot created the assignment. Then you can go down and see here. It will ask you, do you like it? Yes or no, thumbs up or thumb down, copy it, download it, export it, or listen to it again. So we can do that. Let's see, and then I asked it to create also a invitation to the parents of the grade.
Certainly. Below is an assignment for grade 8 drama on the topic of social issues, along with a rubric for assessment. Feel free to adapt it as needed for your classroom. Grade 8 drama formal assessment, exploring social issues. Assignment overview. In this practical assessment, students will create a short dramatic scene or monologue that explores a relevant social issue. They will use their understanding of drama techniques, characterization, and storytelling to convey a powerful message. Task description. Choose a social issue. Students should select a social issue that resonates with them. Examples include poverty, bullying, environmental concerns, discrimination, mental health, or any other relevant topic. Research and understanding. Students must research their chosen social issue. What are the causes, effects, and real-life experiences related to it? Encourage critical thinking and empathy. Character development. Create a character who is directly affected by the social issue. Consider their background, emotions, and motivations. Develop a clear backstory for the character. Scene or monologue creation. Write a short scene, 2 to 3 minutes, or a monologue, 1 to 2 minutes, that highlights the impact of the social issue on the character. Use dialogue, movement, and stage directions effectively. Performance. Students will perform their scene or monologue in front of the class. Focus on vocal projection, body language, and emotional authenticity. Rubric, 25 marks. Criteria excellent, 5 good, 4 satisfactory, 3 needs improvement, 2.
Okay, I'm just going to stop here so that I just remind you that you, once you have downloaded it, let's say you want to copy it, then you can paste it onto your Word document and edit it, because you still need to remember the educational and the creative arts policy document, chapter 4, which is indicating the cognitive spread and the weighting for each for low and middle and high order questions and skills. So here is the formal letter as I explained now. So the performer is already there. You can just copy it. It even has a suggestion of a wristband. You can now put your school emblem on. Then I went as far as to say, okay, I want them to create an image, and then you can go back and then say you're not happy with the image. You want to have, let's say, because they used photos here. And then I said, no, I would like to rather then use, instead of photos for the drama. First, they gave me like an American context. I said, no, I want a more South African context. And then I said, I don't want photos. I would like to get a clip art version. So just also to demonstrate, for instance, now, I can ask them to write a lesson plan. I think the connection, it's just coming and going. When you want to start a new topic then, so you're done with this, it will remember your patterns, and then you can start a new topic. Please create a lesson plan. Let me just see if I activated the microphone. Please create a lesson plan based on the theme above that we've explored through the activity and the image.
Grade 8 Drama Lesson Plan, Exploring Social Issues in South Africa. Theme, Echoes of Our Streets. Objective, to engage Grade 8 learners in exploring social issues prevalent in South African communities through drama. Duration, 1 lesson, approximately 45 to 60 minutes. Materials needed, Image or visual representation related to South African townships, use the image provided. Whiteboard or flip chart. Markers. Printed copies of the poem Echoes of Our Streets. Warm up, 10 minutes. Image exploration. Display the provided image of a South African township on the board. Ask students to observe the image silently for a minute. Discuss their initial impressions and emotions evoked by the image. Word association. Write the following words on the board: township, resilience, inequality, youth, hope. Ask students to share associations or thoughts related to these words. Main activity, 30 minutes. Reading and analysis. Distribute printed copies of the poem Echoes of Our Streets. Read the poem aloud as a class. Discuss the themes and social issues mentioned in the poem: education disruptions, unemployment, mental health, relationships, health concerns. Relate these themes to the South African context. Character creation. Divide students into small groups. Assign each group a specific social issue from the poem, example, unemployment, mental health. In their groups, create a character who embodies that issue. Consider background, emotions, and motivations. Scene creation. Each group develops a short scene, 2 to 3 minutes, that highlights their character's struggle related to the assigned social issue. Encourage creativity in dialogue, movement, and staging. Performance and reflection, 15 minutes. Scene performances. Each group performs their scene for the class. Focus on vocal projection, body language, and emotional authenticity. Audience reflection. After each performance, ask the audience, other students, to share their thoughts. What social issue was portrayed? How did the character's emotions come through? What impact did the scene?
Okay, I'm just going to interrupt it there. So you can see now that this can be made into a, let's say, a feedback form. So you can still continue to ask it. So you can say, please suggest music that I want to play with it. And then you can also paste it in your notebook. So I hope this has been very well helpful to you. I'm going to stop sharing. So we'll go back now to the presentation of the AI and then conclude. So when coming to our ICT in the classroom, there's a difference between the use of apps and gadgets. Just to have the gadget is not to use it. So how are you incorporating it in your lesson plan? So Grammarly, you will see is an app that you will, it's an extension. Like Comi is an extension. I hope you all enrolled with Nicole and doing the Comi course, because it's really also an excellent collaboration tool for students and Google Classroom, and it works with your browser and with every document you open. So Grammarly will edit your whatever you are typing or presenting. The spelling errors will be then put in red. Blue is punctuation, yellow is syntax, and green is distortion, or where the message, the language usage is not clear. So through that, you can quality assure from your WhatsApp. And by the way, it would be good to look at bullet 4, where we download and link and our WhatsApp with our desktop. So if I can just show you also to use polls, I will stop sharing here. And then I'm going to share my screen. So let me see if I can go to the WhatsApps. I'm showing all the windows. If it's not possible, then I'll just go back. There we go. So you can, in your bottom section of your WhatsApp, you will see the plus or the little paperclip is for attachment or inclusion. So when you click on it, it's going to say, do you want to attach a contact, location, image, video, or a poll? Now, for your students, for a baseline assessment, they can open it up. You can create a poll, whereas it will be a true or false, yes or no, pick a multiple choice, one or the other. And remember, it's going to give you your results. So it's already marking your work. When you are now using Google Drive, you can save the lessons of the term, the presentations, the worksheets. The students can scan and upload their homework and their presentations, and so you will have a digital document of evidence of the work that has been presented. Remember, you can also then export it to Excel, where you can filter the data and ask them to create a pie chart for you for the analysis of results. Make sure you've registered with D. This is also a hugely effective tool, as it does make your job easier for analyzing results and picking up trends, identifying learners for intervention, etc. So you need to make sure that this is in your lesson plan, that you are utilizing this effectively. When also coming to recording, you can record now your the performances of the learners, and then I'm using drama as an example, and play it back to them. They can be introduced into editing software where they are cutting scenes to make a TikTok video. This will interest them immensely, and create digital scripts and storyboards that are illustrated. Do online research with play analysis, and also maybe interviews with their favorite characters, and thus creating a digital portfolio. Interactive whiteboards have been widely and long been well known, and also to create collaboration forums where you can manage rehearsals, communicate with your students, and also as a management team at school. To introduce sound effects, you can also ask your artificial intelligence to create some sound effects for you. Then remember also that live streaming is one of the amazing things that can happen with your subject advisor. So you can also with your DH say, I'm going to stream you live our performances. You can sit where you are with your rubric and assess me to do real-time assessment. And then the educational websites, obviously in Classroom, will bring the world into your classroom and introduce learners to the fact that they can participate through audiobooks. By recording audiobooks, they can also earn money to also create your rubrics for assessment, personalize them, and peer assessment tools. So I hope that this has just whetted your appetite a little bit and encouraged you to dip your tool or your foot or toe into the digital sphere.